Okay, so you want to know what is really, really hard on the body? Background work. It is very difficult. This week, all week, I'm doing Fast and Furious 4. Hopefully all week. I worked yesterday and I got recalled for today, so that's two days. And we're hoping it stretches on to 4 days total. Okay, so let's see. Fast and the Furious. I did that last night. They blocked off a section of Chinatown, right? And they're conducting street races. So I'm up and down an escalator all night long near kind of a train station, something. And they're doing street racing all night long. And one of the stunt drivers screwed up and caused a crash. And so these have to be $50,000 automobiles. So yeah, that was pretty wild. And I found out also they have, of the racing cars, they have 4 backups just parked offset. So if they do crash, like happened, they just take the crashed vehicles off, they bring on the new ones, and they're ready to go. They have 4 backups. So that's a lot of money. Chuck, I was in the TV show Chuck, and they shot me. Bang, bang! And if I can figure out how to get the picture out of my camera and into the video. Bang! That's where I'll put it. But they shot me. Bang, bang, like this, and then I was all dead, and they took pictures of me as a corpse. Then, check this out. They drove a car through a building. Yes, they did. Full speed. They practiced a bunch of times first, because you can only do that once. But they had a street scene, a bar, on the corner of a street, and they drove the car through the wall. There was glass everywhere, and so it was awesome. That was wild. And the thing that you see that on TV all the time, and you really don't, it's pretty impressive when you see. Stand 50 feet away from a car driving through a building, and it's a whole lot louder than I would have thought it was. So that was totally wild. That was a cool day. What else have I been doing? Cold Case? Cold Case. I wrote it down. I must have been on Cold Case. Oh, yes. It was a football stadium scene, and it was freezing cold. I was standing in the rain all night. I was like, oh, this is what a master's degree buys you. Fantastic. Glad I owe $42,000 for that. I was on True Blood. I can't tell you what I did on that because I'm sworn to secrecy. Sometimes they have like high-end stuff that you can't leak what's going on, and that is the case with True Blood. So I can't tell you what I did for that. I don't even know if that's on TV yet. I think it's a vampire show, but I can't tell you what I did. Prison Break. Prison Break was awesome. They pulled me aside and they put the scars on my back, and I have pictures of that in my cell phone. If I can figure out how to get them out of the cell phone and onto the video. Bam, there's that. But they put scars all over my whole back that day. That was very cool. Oh, that was cool when I did I Love You Man. Rush, Rush, the band. They played for us all night long. It was a tape, but we sat and listened to a Rush concert all night long. Cool! There was only about 200 people in there, and Rush was like that far away from me. So, there's that. So, yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm poor. I didn't make enough money last month to pay the bills, but when this is your job, I mean, you gotta make concessions somewhere, and if it's in, survival and bills and all of that boring stuff, I'd rather watch cars crash through buildings and not really make the bills than sit in an office cubicle all day, like the guy that tears up the cubicle. That's not going to happen to me because, well, if it does, it'll be like they're telling you, hey, Krista, crash up this cubicle. So I'm on the right track. I'm going to find a way to make this profitable for myself, get myself out of the horrific debt that I'm in right now, and probably going to have to edit this video very severely because I have been rambling. Thank you, and I will see you soon. And I'll try and update more frequently because there's a lot of cool stuff going on, and I haven't had a chance to tell you about it.